Mexico is an incredible country in the heart of North America, where the sun shines year-round, the hot taste of chili peppers hangs in the air, and history whispers around the corner. A trip to Mexico is a trip to the land of contrasts and surprises. From ancient Aztec and Mayan ruins to vibrant beach towns and quiet mountain villages, Mexico has something to offer for every taste. In Mexico City, the country's vibrant capital, you can immerse yourself in amazing antiquities and museums, enjoy stunning architecture, and immerse yourself in color and flavor in thriving markets. If you are ready, let's start the video. Mexican people are warm and hospitable, and you can connect and socialize with them. Mexicans are well-dressed people who care about their appearance. The women of this country are very interested in wearing jewelry and colorful clothes. The local clothes of Mexico have conceptual and beautiful designs and become a symbol of this country. The current population of Mexico is approximately 129 million. The population has been steadily growing, with a yearly growth rate of 0.73%. By 2025, the population is projected to reach 130 million. The average life expectancy in Mexico is 76.166 years. For males, the average life expectancy is 73.84 years, and for females it is 79.63 years. The fertility rate in Mexico is 1.63 children born per woman. This indicates a relatively low birth rate compared to previous years. Mexico has a net migration rate of 1.64 migrants per 1,000 population. This means that more people are leaving Mexico than entering. Mexico is a country located in North America, with a diverse geography that includes various physical features and natural location and borders. Mexico is situated at approximately 23 degrees N and 102 degrees W in the southern part of North America. It shares its northern border with the United States, specifically with California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. To the west and south, Mexico is bordered by the Pacific Ocean. The Gulf of Mexico lies to the east and to the southeast. It shares borders with Belize, Guatemala, and the Caribbean Sea. Size and area. Mexico is the world's 13th largest country, covering a total area of 1,922,550 square kilometers. The country's land area accounts for 98.96% of its total area, while water covers 1.04%. The country is characterized by several mountain ranges, including the Sierra Madre Occidental in the west and the Sierra Madre Oriental in the east. The Mexican Altiplano, a high plateau, stretches between the eastern and western Sierra Madres. Other significant mountain ranges include the Peninsular Ranges in the northern half of Mexico and the Sierra Madre del Sur, Sierra Madre de Oaxaca, and Sierra Madre de Chiapas in the southern and southeastern regions. The largest lake in Mexico is Lake Chapala, covering an area of 1,100 square kilometers. In Mexico City, efforts have been made to ensure the safety and comfort of female commuters by implementing women-only buses and designated sections on the subway. This is a significant step towards protecting women from abuse and harassment while using public transportation. In contrast, Turkish women face a different reality, as they often endure harassment without any special provisions for their protection. One cultural aspect that contributes to women's sense of privilege in Mexico is the concept of caballeros behavior exhibited by Mexican men. This behavior includes acts of chivalry such as opening doors for women, picking them up before a date or meeting, and often covering expenses. It is a cultural norm that reinforces respect and consideration towards women. However, despite the availability of women-only sections, a study conducted in Mexico City in 2020 revealed that many women actually prefer using the general sections of the subway. This is because men in these areas tend to kindly offer their seats to women, a gesture that is not always replicated in the women-only carriages. This highlights how cultural dynamics can influence personal preferences. Women in Mexico have experienced significant changes in their status and roles over time. In the past, Mexico was primarily a rural country, where women's status was defined within the context of the family and local community. However, with urbanization and the growth of cities, women have gained more economic and social opportunities. Until the 20th century, rural women's status was primarily defined within the family and local community. Roman Catholicism has played a significant role in shaping societal attitudes about women's social roles, emphasizing their role as nurturers of the family. In 1953, women in Mexico were granted the right to vote in national elections, marking a significant milestone in their legal and social status. Urban women in Mexico have increasingly entered the workforce, working in factories, owning businesses, and working in portable food carts. Chilaquiles, a common breakfast dish made with fried corn tortillas, topped with salsa, eggs, pulled chicken, cream, cheese, and refried beans. Chiles en nogada, a patriotic dish consisting of stuffed poblano peppers with a walnut cream sauce and pomegranate seeds representing the colors of the Mexican flag. Enmolada, similar to enchiladas but with shredded chicken and cotija cheese wrapped in corn tortillas and topped with black mole sauce made with Mexican chocolate. Pozole, a hearty stew soup made with hominy, hulled corn kernels, pork, tomatoes, red chilies and spices, often enjoyed at special events or family gatherings. Torta ahogada, a symbol of Guadalajara. This drowned sandwich is filled with pork marinated in citrus and garlic, doused in spicy pasta and tomato-based sauce. Tacos al pastor, corn tortillas filled with pork cooked on a spit, influenced by Lebanese and Syrian immigrants, topped with onions, cilantro, and pineapple. Burrito, a flour tortilla filled with ingredients such as meat, beef, chicken, or pork, rice, beans, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, and condiments like salsa or guacamole. Elote, a popular street food of grilled or boiled corn on the cob seasoned with salt, chili powder, butter, lime, cheese, mayonnaise, and sour cream. Tostadas, deep-fried corn tortillas topped with refried beans, guacamole, meat, veggies, cilantro, salsa, cheese, and more. Gorditas, small Mexican cakes made from masa dough filled with cheese, meat, or vegetables, causing the cake to puff up. The flag of this country consists of 3 vertical stripes with the colors, from left to right, green, white, and red. The green color symbolizes hope for life. The white color symbolizes the unity and integrity of the nation, and the red color represents the blood of Mexico's national heroes. The symbol of the eagle, snake, and cactus in the central part of the flag tells the story of the legend in which the Aztecs, the ancient Indian civilization, decided to choose Tenochtitlan, the current location of Mexico City, as their capital. Mexico has the largest Spanish-speaking population in the world. Almost a third of the world's Spanish-speaking people live in Mexico. Spanish, which is spoken by 97% of the people of Mexico, is considered the national language of the country. On the other hand, Mexico is home to many native languages. Among the people of Mexico, 5.4% speak one of the indigenous languages, and 1.2% do not know Spanish and only speak their own language. Some local languages are in danger of extinction, such as Lacandon, which is spoken by less than 100 people. English is widely used in business in the border towns, and also by 1 million American citizens living in Mexico. The Aztecs, the most important tribes of Mexico, see the custom of human sacrifice, because they believe that the world will end without human blood and the sun will rotate. There are countless statues of ancient gods with their tongues sticking out, a state that may be holy and shows their thirst for blood. During the period when the Aztecs performed the ritual of sacrifice, 5 priests, whose faces were sometimes covered with paint, held the hands and feet of the victims. The heart, which was referred to as the precious fruit of the cactus, was removed from the body of the living victims and burned in a fire in the temple. The museum, also known as Casa Azul for its shocking cobalt blue exterior, is where Frida Kahlo was born, raised, lived, and died. Visitors can take in a few paintings by Kahlo and her husband, Diego Rivera, in addition to other contemporary artists of their era. But perhaps more interesting is the voyeuristic window into their creative world. The home is carefully preserved and maintained. It's easy to image the spaces as they were during Kahlo's time. In addition to their personal effects and domestic materials, the collection of clothes and corsets Frida needed to support her body after her traumatic accident give an intimate look at the artist's daily struggles. One of the best facts about Mexico is that it is home to several UNESCO World Heritage, including the pyramids of Teotihuacan and the historic center of Mexico City. These sites showcase the rich cultural and historical significance of Mexico. Another interesting fact is that Mexico is where you'll find the oldest university in North America, the National University of Mexico. It was founded in 1551 by Charles Fevdi of Spain and operated until 1865. Mexico has a unique tradition when it comes to gift-giving during Christmas. Instead of receiving presents on December 25th, Mexican children receive gifts on January 6th. This tradition is based on the belief that the three wise men brought gifts to baby Jesus on that day. Mexico has a fascinating history, and one significant event was the conquest of Mexico by the Spanish in 1519. However, what the conquistadors didn't realize was that they unintentionally brought a smallpox epidemic with them, which resulted in the death of approximately 3 million native Mexicans. Mexico is also known for its ancient civilizations. It is home to one of the 6 cradles of civilization, with civilizations such as the Olmec, Toltec, Teotihuacan, Zapotec, Mayan and Aztec empires flourishing in the region. Mexico City, the capital of Mexico, is built on the ancient city of Tenochtitlan. This city was once located on an island in the middle of a lake and had a population of around 150,000 people. Over time, the lake was filled in, and the city of Mexico City was built on top of it. Mexico is a melting pot of cultures and ethnicities. As a former colony of Spain for over 300 years, Mexico has a diverse population that includes Spanish, other Europeans, and African slaves, along with the native ethnic groups. Since the country of Mexico is the cradle of cultural heritage and traditional and indigenous art, choosing an item as a souvenir or a symbol of the country of Mexico is a very easy task. Among the most important and attractive souvenirs of this country, we can mention coffee, Mayan wooden mask, wooden instruments, knitted bags, Taxco silver, chocolate, hot sauce, and tree of life statue.